annual volume of living donor liver transplant is dramatically raised in the last years in your center. What is the right management of a transplantation unit to have these results?
It's a complicated question. You need institutional support. You need to be able to give your team time to think and to plan. And you need the best and the brightest.
How much is it important to have a crisis team?
I think it's very important because if you don't and you're not prepared, and when something happens, it can wreck everything. And to prevent that, which is a safety precaution for the institution, for the rest of your patients who are waiting for the same procedure, if that happens and there's a problem, a real problem, the program will be closed and many other patients will suffer. So if you handle it correctly, with the right crisis team and the right executive management, you can mitigate all the problems that will ensue.
Small left lobe liver donor are increasing. What are the pros and the cons?
So surgeons are creatures of habit. Many people have gotten to know how to do the right lobe and they're comfortable doing it. The risk of that is you systematically increase donor risk. Some places can do it very effectively, but as it promulgates around the world, you're taking an extra risk. If you can do the left lobe, the donor population is at less risk for serious complications and mortality. The other risk is the donor accepts some of that risk that the donor avoids, the recipient takes. And so you must maximize how that graft works in the recipient. And some people will say it takes a little longer to recover, so there might be a slight incremental cost to the recipient. But there's a little bit less cost for the donor.